Did you know that about 3,200 billionaires in the world are collectively making about $2.7 billion a day? Now, if I apply rocket science level math to this, that is close to $1 million every single day per person, or $100,000 every working hour. Holy moly! Meanwhile, I've made myself a sandwich in the morning and I'm gonna call it a day. But you know what they say?
Compare yourself to who you were yesterday, not to who someone else is today.
Now that is very comforting. According to a statistic in 2022, about 88% of all billionaires are men. While the majority of men billionaires tend to be self-made, nearly half of women billionaires inherit their fortunes, meaning only less than 6% of all billionaires are self-made women. That makes them a rare breed, and a rare breed of billionaires. Today we'll look at the top 10 richest self-made billionaire women in the world. We count down from 10, briefly highlighting their rich history. Here we go. 10. Linda Resnik, 5.6 billion. Taking 10th place is Linda Ray Harris. She was born in Baltimore, Maryland, to her film distributor father and interior designer mother. Through her father's work, she played a recurring role in the show The Horn and Hardart Children's Hour at the age of just 4. At that age, I didn't even know what a TV show was. Poor me. After briefly working for an advertising agency, she went on to found her own advertising company at the age of just 19. Linda has been involved in a wide range of business in agriculture and food processing, including winemaking, farming, and bottling, among others. Her husband Stuart and her co-own the wonderful company, which serves as the holding company for all other businesses. With an estimated net worth of $5.6 billion, Mrs. Resnik takes 10th place among the self-made women billionaires of the world. Resnik also co-authored her memoir, Rubies in the Orchard: How to Uncover the Hidden Gems in Your Business, explaining her secrets of success. 9. Zhou Keifei, 6.4 billion. Apple Watch users meet the manufacturer of your watch glasses, Zhou Keifei. Hers is a classical success story, full of inspiration. Born into a very poor family, she is the youngest of 3 children in her family, in Jiangxing, Hunan Province, China. Her father was a former soldier who was partially blinded in a factory accident, and her mother died when she was just 5. At the age of 16, she dropped out of school to find work in Shenzhen, at the time taking part-time courses at Shenzhen University. At first, she considered becoming a fashion designer, but took up a job at a small company making watch parts. While working there, she didn't like the working conditions and decided to quit. So she wrote her boss a letter explaining her decision and thanking for the working opportunity. Upon reading, the owner was so moved that he offered her a big promotion instead. I wonder what she wrote in that letter. I'd like a copy. In 1993, upon her uncle's encouragement, Zhou found her first company at the age of 22, funded by her meager savings. Operating from a 3-room apartment, the company specialized in making high-quality watch lenses. While still making watch glasses, her company was requested to produce mobile screens for Motorola's new phone lines. To meet this new demand, Zhou founded Lenses Technology, the biggest touchscreen maker in the world. Today, Lens Technology supplies touchscreens for the biggest players in the industry, like Huawei, Apple, and Samsung. If that is not impressive enough, Zhou has founded and led a total of 11 businesses to date. She owns 88% share of Lens Tech and significant parts in other businesses as well. Her total net worth stands at $6.4 billion today. 8. Denise Coats, 6.6 billion. Taking the 8th spot is Denise Coats, the UK-born billionaire and businesswoman. She is the eldest daughter of her father, Peter Coats, chairman of Stoke City Football Club in the UK, and director of Bet365. She attended the University of Sheffield, earning a degree in econometrics. I'll be honest, I never knew such a field existed at all. While a student, she worked in the cashier department of a family business. Coats launched Bet365.com in 2001, having purchased the domain the year before. The online betting company went on to become one of the largest in the world. Coats owns about half of the company. Coats is known for her unusual mode of income. Instead of dividends, she earns the majority of her income in the form of salary as CEO of Bet365. For instance, her salary in 2020 was an incredible £421 million a year, more than the combined total of the next 100 highest paid CEOs in the world. Now, if you ask me, that should be criminal because she earns my entire annual salary in a single hour. I should really quit comparing myself with these people. The net worth of Denise Coats is estimated to be $6.6 billion as of October 2023, according to Forbes. 7. Wu Yejun, $6.8 billion. Next comes Wu Yejun, a Chinese billionaire and businesswoman who made her fortunes in the real estate business. Born to a humble family in Chongqing, she worked her way to the top. Graduating in navigation engineering, she started her career as a journalist and editor, moving to real estate and investment later on. Wu and her husband founded Chongqing Zhongjiang Real Estate in 1995, which they later renamed to Longfor Properties. I am relieved that I did not have to pronounce that name again. The company rapidly expanded operations to major cities like Beijing and Shanghai. Following the divorce from her husband, her stake in Longfor Properties fell to 45%, while her ex-husband retained a 30% stake. That's basically what happened to Jeff Bezos, except the other way around this time. Forbes estimated Wu's net worth at $6.8 billion as of 2023. 6. Judy Faulkner, $6.9 billion. Judy Faulkner is an American billionaire, founder, and CEO of Epic Systems, a company offering healthcare software solutions. Faulkner was born to her pharmacist father, and her mother was also engaged in healthcare-related organizations. She holds a bachelor's degree in mathematics and a master's degree in computer science. After earning a master's degree, she soon went on to found a human services computing in 1979, which later became Epic Systems. She started the venture with $70,000 investment from family and friends. To this day, the company remains a privately held company and has never raised capital in public investments. Judy holds 43% of Epic Systems, and her estimated net worth stands at $6.9 billion per Forbes. In 2015, Judy pledged to give 99% of her wealth to philanthropic causes, either when alive or after death. Wow. 5. Tatiana Bakachuk, $7 billion. Taking 5th place is Tatiana Vladimirovna Bakachuk, a Russian entrepreneur and billionaire. Born into a family of Korean descendants in Russia, she attended school in Moscow region. After school, she planned to continue her education as a designer. When the financial crisis of 1998 hit Russia, Bakachuk had to take up teaching English instead. She later met her entrepreneur husband in the early 2000s. They decided to sell his business to start a retail business called Wildberries. Oh, and she did all of this while in maternity leave. The company initially started by reselling products from popular European brands. Today, Wildberries is the largest Russian online retailer. Bakachuk owns 99% of Wildberries. Her net worth is about $7 billion. Wang Lin, $7.2 billion. Going from being an ordinary factory girl to founding and leading a $1 billion worth company, Wang Lin has found her way to success. She was born into an ordinary family in Chongqing, China. She holds her master's in business administration from the prestigious Tsinghua University in China. Tsinghua is basically the MIT of China. Before founding her own business, Wang worked for Foxconn for 10 long years. After leaving Foxconn, with the encouragement of her former boss Wang and her brother, found their own electronics manufacturing company, Luxshare Precision Industry. The company initially heavily depended on contracts from Foxconn, taking unfinished orders of the company. Later on, the company shifted to manufacturing consumer electronics, focused on connectors and cables. Today, Luxshare Precision is a giant in electronics manufacturing and a key assembler of Apple AirPods. Wang is the chairwoman and holder of significant shares in Luxshare Precision. Her net worth is estimated at around $7.5 billion. And now to the medalists. 3. Jonghuan, $8.1 billion. The bronze medal goes to Jonghuan, founder, CEO, and chair of Hansoh Pharmaceutical in China. Born in Lianyugang, Jiangsu province, she studied chemistry and then worked as a chemistry teacher in her town. She married Sun Piaoyang, a manager of state-owned pharmaceutical company located in the same city. Later, Sun founded a new pharmaceutical company, but he found himself too busy to manage the new company. It was then Zhong stepped up to take up the role of manager and founder of the company. Soon leaving her teaching job, she went all in this fledgling company and turned it into a big success. Their company later became Hansoh Pharmaceutical Group, one of the leading players in the pharmaceuticals industry. Under Zhong's leadership, the company heavily emphasized on research and development, including developing COVID-19 treatments. Zhong holds a 66% share at Hansoh Pharmaceutical Group, making her the third richest self-made woman in the world, with a net worth of $8.1 billion. 2. Judy Love, $10.2 billion. Taking second place is Judy Love, owner of a family-held business, Love's Travel Stops and Country Stores. Judy was born in Oklahoma City, Oklahoma. She had intended to be a journalist, but dropped out of school and married Tom Love in 1960. Okay, now I'm beginning to see a pattern here. If you wanted to do something but ended up doing something else, you're gonna be really rich. Hey, future billionaires, drop your names in the comments below. Tom and Judy started Love's by leasing an abandoned gas station in Watauga, Oklahoma. They rapidly expanded their business into several neighboring cities and towns offering truck stops. They later diversified into the convenience store business and usually paired together with the truck stop stations. Judy worked full-time until their venture had grown into a big company. She later went back to college and earned a degree in interior design at the age of 38. Love's has more than 610 stores in 41 states, an estimated revenue of $26.5 billion. After the death of Tom in March of 2023, Judy and her family now run Love's, which remains completely a family-owned business. Judy Love and her family have an estimated net worth of $10.2 billion. Topping the world's self-made billionaire list in the women's category, number 1, Diane Hendricks, $18.6 billion. Diane Hendricks, co-founder of ABC Supply and billionaire businesswoman. Born in Mondovi, Wisconsin, she was the daughter of dairy farmers. Married at an early age, she had her first child at the age of 17 and had to work at Playboy Bunny to pay for bills. Divorcing her first marriage, she later married Ken Hendricks in 1975. That's when they co-founded ABC Supply, a wholesale distribution giant of roofings, windows, gutters, and sidings of buildings. Diane owns the Hendricks Holding Company and chairs ABC Supply following the death of her late husband. Hendricks is also a film producer, and so far she has produced movies like An American Carol and Snowman. She is the richest self-made woman in the world, having an estimated net worth of $18.6 billion per Forbes as of October 2023. Although that was a quick rundown of fascinating stories of the world's 10 richest self-made women, hailing from different corners of the globe, we have had 4 from the US, 4 from China, and 1 each from the UK and Russia on this list. We based our rankings on the latest estimation of the Forbes list, so by the time you watch this, it might be a little different. You know, in a billionaire world, $1 billion pocket change can happen pretty fast, even a week or a day. Imagine that. So what do you admire the most? Did we miss any side of their story? Let us know in the comments. Share and like our videos and subscribe to our channel so as not to miss any more videos. And as usual, thanks for watching and see you in the next one.